You're still watching iBrand Daybreak. To some political matters now in what could be described as an endorsement of the second-term bid of Governor Babajide Sanwo of Lagos State. Rivers State Governor Wike said Sanwo had performed well and he had no regrets supporting him. He, however, remained silent on the People's Democratic Party's candidate, Olajide Adediran, popularly known as Jandor. Wike, who was in Lagos on Tuesday to attend the National Women's Conference organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials Council at the Eco Hotel and Suites, also donated 300 million naira to the committee. The governor said he supported Sanwo because he had performed very well, adding that if Sanwo was not doing well and he invited him, he would not come. But the Lagos State governor was doing well. That's according to Governor Wike of Rivers State. And still with us to discuss this is Dr. Dayo Kayode, political technocrat. Thank you for staying with us, Dr. D.
It's my pleasure being here always, Balani.
How did this come to you? What was your first reaction when you heard that Governor Wike of Rivers State, a PDP stalwart, is supporting the Lagos State governor, who is of the opposition party, APC?
You see, rather than making mockery of him, I pitied him. You know why?
Why?
Because Wike has just made a caricature of what is supposed to designate him as a national political enigma. How do I mean? Yes, Wike had been a party man for a very long time, sustaining that party. But for me, there's no big deal in being a party man or sustaining a party, because some people, out of their own volition, brought up that party to that level that was able to install him as the governor of a state for 8 years. So, for him to have said, yes, he had been maintaining the party, is not a big deal. Okay, that's one. Two, Wike is somebody who had been saying that he will never for once
leave the party.
That he was going to fight within the party and he was going to remain in the party because the party belongs to every one of them. But what are we seeing now? You also need to revert back to all that he said at TBS when he was even receiving this Jandor that he's talking about now to PDP. You need to go and revert to that.
So are you seeing
now? You can now see the extent to which he has deflated his political integrity.
So is this an anti-party move? And because you are saying that he said earlier that he is not going to leave the party, but right now all of these are looking, you know. Yeah,
you see, PDP is a party that had been very, very magnanimous to Wike, because severally he had involved in series of anti-party activities. Remember, he invited the speaker of the
House of
listen, I will explain to you now. National Assembly, what's his name? Amila.
Yes.
To that place. Remember, he also invited some people from the opposition to that place. Also remember the way some of his utterances, things that are not even supposed to be heard from a political, somebody of his caliber. I don't know whether you listened to his press conference last week, which he did in Port Harcourt.
Yes.
There are some utterances there that were highly unexpected of such a person. Okay? Even this one I did yesterday. All right? But PDP believes that in politics, everybody is important. PDP doesn't like losing any of his members. But sometimes Yoruba will say, can you interpret that one for me?
So is it about the PDP seeing everyone as important, or them not wanting to, what's it called now, rouse the waters again? Because if it were an ordinary party member that did something like this, they would have accused the person of anti-party activities and maybe sanctioned the person by suspending the person from the party.
If you need to study PDP as a party. You need to study PDP as a party. Then you understand what I'm saying. There is nobody who is an ordinary person in PDP. Nobody. Because PDP belongs to everybody. PDP is not a party that is being sponsored by just an individual. PDP is a party that you don't see a single person or a group of people trying to see themselves as bigger than the party. Now listen, let me go further on Wike.
Okay.
There are some things people don't know, honestly speaking, which I will even bring out now. You are saying Ayu should go because Ayu and Atiku are from the same region. Go to Rivers. Go and Google it. Go and do your investigation. The person that is the gubernatorial candidate in Rivers and the present chairman of that same PDP in Rivers, which senatorial district are they from? Which local government are they from?
So you say these actions do not deserve sanctions?
If I were, between you and me, I don't have that, how do I put it now, time to waste. I would have sanctioned Wike since. But listen, but the person of the candidate of PDP in the person of Atiku is somebody who is very liberal, calculative. If you have been watching his antecedents right from even 1992 at Just Convention of SDP, you're going to see that he's not an erratic person. He's not a boisterous person. He's somebody that likes to go according to the way the wind is blowing. He was taught he was to step down for Abiola and become the vice. That was the agreement. But Kigibe took over. You never see him talking about it. He was with Baba Obasanjo. Listen, sir. He was with Baba Obasanjo. All right? And all the governors, the ministers, they wanted him to contest against Baba Obasanjo for the second time. But Baba Obasanjo called him. And he said to keep quiet. But we all knew what happened.
You're saying he didn't make moves in that regard.
Listen,
because there are talks about how he made moves in that regard.
Yes, listen. Some people collected funds for him, and those are the reasons why the Baba Obasanjo decided to punish people like what's his name? So many of them. Don't let us mention names now.
Let's
again. You will never see him being boisterous. That he was the one that even said Asiwaju Tinubu second time for him. You never see him talking about that. And you never see him saying that because he has done this, he has done that, especially for the Yorubas. Pay me local. You never see him saying that.
Let's bring
but going about his business with issues. Talking about issues.
Even though he went to the north to say that they don't deserve a Yoruba or Igbo president.
No, you need to look at what led. You need to look at what led to that statement.
Now we know what that statement is anyways.
It's just like you wearing red now. For me to say it's because of Christmas. No. It tells on why you are putting on your red.
Let's bring this back home. We know that statement quite all right, but we won't delve into that now.
No, please delve into it. I'm here for you. Delve into it.
We need to stay on course.
It's still on course.
Now, when you say anti-party activity, we need to also put it into perspective. I'm not talking about the rhetorics. I'm talking about the particular comment where he said he is here to support the governor because the governor has done well. Now, when you say that is anti-party activity, I mean, even within the PDP caucus, that those who do not think that's an outright endorsement. The reason for that is you also had opposing leaders from the opposition camp go to Port Harcourt to, you know, inaugurate projects, and they commended him as well, saying, oh, they're here to support him because he's doing well. It's more like a reciprocity in this instance.
It is nothing other than political mockery.
Wait.
Within the house we belong to.
Let's get
it right. Political mockery. Wait. Listen.
Let me
as we are here now, we are on iBrandTV show. It's going to be ludicrous of me, okay, and then diminishing you for me to be mentioning names of other stations here where I do go.
Let me finish.
Do you understand?
That won't hold water. That correlation won't hold water.
It is a slap on your candidate.
That correlation won't hold water.
You are supporting his opponent. It is nothing other than anti-party.
No, that's not anti-party. What will you define as anti-party?
Anti-party is an act of you campaigning against
what's your definition of campaign? That's not campaign. No,
it's not campaign. How will you be saying you have done well? Wait. Somebody that look at what happened yesterday. Flood has taken over the whole of Lagos. Somebody that you cannot even do. You cannot even prepare ordinary master plan. From what I've been done before. Are you somebody that somebody that it's the Godfather? It's the Godfather that has given you what to do. Unlike somebody who are taking over 7 years to prepare himself a blueprint of how to make Lagos wealthy. You need to look at that wealthy. I will define it for you in weeks to come.
Wait, are you saying that? Is that not? Are you saying that the Speaker of the House of Reps, the Ondo State Governor, and all other governors from the opposition camp that went to Port Harcourt to inaugurate projects, Let me finish. Are you saying that they're engaged in anti-party activities?
To come and do it? Are you now saying it doesn't also have personalities like that in PDP?
No, that is stereotypical. That is stereotypical. If we are saying
you don't know what anti-party means.
No, that is not anti-party.
What do we call antithetical? Can you tell me what antithetical means?
That can't be anti-party.
Let me start from here so that I know what to say. Maybe that will make me to know whether you understand me or not. Okay. What do you mean by the word antithetical?
How can that be anti-party?
When something is when something is antithetical, that means it is against the norms and values. It is against the practices and lay down rules and regulations. Then you are now talking of antithetical, from where anti-party comes from. Now listen, when you're talking of a party, you must at any point in time owe allegiance to that your party. And when you are owing allegiance to your party, you must, I'm not saying shall, you must promote his principles. And how do you promote his principles? Is at any point in time by appreciating the activities of that your party. Mark you, parties exist in competitive environments. The moment you are now appraising and appreciating opposing party, it is anti-party. That means the question
with this, are you saying that politicians can work across party lines?
For you to
that's what you are saying. Politicians can work across party lines.
Another party's candidate.
That is not an endorsement.
My brother, you don't know.
For our democracy to work, we need politicians to work across party lines. If you are saying politicians can work across party lines,
did you visit Jando yesterday when he was in Lagos?
Let me come in here.
Did you visit Jando?
So apparently we know the way the Nigerian system is.
When you come, listen, I'm sorry. When you come to Lagos State as a party man, you are supposed to first of all visit the party, the state party chairman.
Okay.
The state party chairman must follow you.
Is that in the PDP constitution?
I said normally that's not. It's
normally based on your perspective. It is not a norm. Is it in the constitution?
No, it's just like the president. It's just like the president coming to. Have you forgotten that even when Jonathan was the president of Nigeria, whenever he comes to Lagos, he will first of all, in fact, it's going to be a slap on him for Tinubu not to go and meet him.
Well, let's not overflog this issue.
That is the normal practice.
Dr. D, let's not overflog the issue. It is apparent that Wike said categorically that he is supporting Jandor.
So what is that?
What was that context? What was that context? Was it supporting for the election or supporting in terms of being present at the occasion?
He's doing well.
The occasion. Let's get it right. You had APC governors.
I will not agree with you.
You had APC governors, including the Speaker of the House, also go to Port Harcourt. Opposing parties say that the governor is doing well because they came to inaugurate projects.
Yeah, because underneath,
that is not anti-party.
But hold on,
that isn't anti-party.
Hold on, gentlemen.
Have you also forgotten what is happening between Wike and the party? Have you also forgotten?
Exactly.
So that's why I'm coming in. We don't be doing that. You know that.
Dr. D, hold on. If you can just hold on a minute, Dr. D. So apparently there is a basis, or should I say a premise, on which he made that statement.
Sure.
And we already know that there is a crisis within the PDP.
So for
Wike, hold on,
between
Dr. D.
Wike and PDP.
Doctor, I wish I could turn off your mic right now.
Southern Bloc, not just Wike.
So hold on, please.
You have the governors, or your state governor, Benue State governor.
I'm trying to make a point, please.
Who is leading them? That's why I'm saying Wike.
These are governors of states that also have their own say in the party.
Let's allow the lady.
What I'm saying.
I know you know. You know what I'm saying. He's only wanting me to talk. You don't mind something.
What I'm saying is, it is obvious that Wike categorically stated that he is supporting Sanwo-Olu, which is against, and he also gave 300 million naira to the household as wives of governments, wives of the government, Lagos State governor, which is apparently against the PDP. So anyone who sees that on first glance would know that it is anti-party. So no, I'm going somewhere. So my point is, now the PDP is playing down a lot of this because they know that Wike has a strong hold within the PDP. It's not as if
not that
they do not know.
Not that he is indispensable.
So my point is, this is already obviously an anti-party activity.
Good.
But why isn't the PDP saying anything or doing anything,
because
or making it obvious, or showing that they are going to take some sanctions against it?
I don't know if you have read the press statement of Lagos State PDP public relations officer, in person of Honorable Akim Amode. If you have not read it, I will send it to you. Probably you will now use it in your news for viewers to hear that. In that his press release, in fact, I have to call him. Congratulations for this press release. But for me, I don't have that temperament. I don't have that temperament to whittle down things like that. Okay? So also, the kind of personality that Atiku exudes, and that's why I was trying to take you along some of his activities since 1992. Is a very, very calculative individual. The more reason, honestly speaking, he picked Okowa. Because when you also see Okowa, go to Okowa State, you will see making noise. A very, very silent achiever. Go to his state and find out. All right? You need to go there and find out something. Then you'll be able to understand. And that's why.
Why are you calling my name?
No, because you don't see you have been antagonizing me and see. And that's why I push it to you to
we're just having debate.
To defy antithetical at that time.
Because you couldn't define anti-party either.
No, that's why I said before you can define anti-party, you have to know, you have to understand the concept of antithetical. Now, listen to this. Atiku himself will not want that party to disintegrate, because right from the onset he had been there. So also the chairman of the party, Senator Iyocha Ayu, have been there from the beginning. Wike, where was Wike when Iyocha Ayu was the Senate president? Probably he was still doing charge and base somewhere. Do you understand? So nobody will want such a person to come and destroy what they have been building. And there's a Yoruba adage that says, Tobo anushalanga, teshiba bali elekmo, suru lo good of ile. That is, when you are in the toilet, you know this big fly perches on your kidney. You don't want to say because of that irritation, you just do like this. You will enjoy yourself. You will enjoy yourself, and that is why.
So apparently, they are threatening with caution because Wike holds a strong.
No.
Okay, why are they threatening with caution?
They have to tread with caution because in politics, people are needed. You don't throw away you don't throw away anybody. Do you understand? They have
so
to.
If it was maybe Dr. Dayakaide, or if it was an ordinary member.
Nothing like nothing like ordinary member.
Say regular. If it was a
nothing like
okay,
the moment you are a member of PDP, already you are a personality, and you must be dealt with caution, because you know why? Everybody has a role to play, whatever it is. And again, that even though there's that principle of nobody is indispensable, they will want you, PDP will want you to use your own hand to write your.
So you're saying no actions would follow this move by the governor of Wike.
You know, two things could happen. Okay. Let me tell you this. Okay. Two things could happen. As Wike has done between you and me, is for me, I don't know about. I'm not talking for the leadership of PDP now. For me, he's no more a member of PDP because of what he has been doing since.
Okay.
I will see him. Dr. Dayakaide, the only political technocrat in Nigeria, will not see him as a member of PDP. 1. 2. If he continues to be in PDP, I will caution him. Because he You
will caution him as a.
I will caution him.
I
will caution him. Caution is caution.
Okay.
No, you will caution him.
Yes.
Are you saying the party?
I said if I were in a position to do that,
all right,
I will caution him because the ground is slippery.
Okay.
But I pity. You know what? I pity him because either he likes it or not, this dark cloud will pass away. Where will he go after that? If you have been watching birds, they do get angry. But when they are angry, you will never see them destroying their nest. Because when rain falls, where will they go and nest?
Okay, let's wrap up this conversation with this.
That is my advice for Wike.
Let's wrap up the conversation with this question. For all of the issues that have been, especially with Wike's rhetorics and actions, how do you think the imbroglio between the Wike camp and the Atiku camp can be resolved going into the election? I'm asking because wait, let me finish. I'm asking because this latest statement, some members or most of the members of the party will probably term it as not in favor of them and what have you.
Samson.
Now, wait. What I'm asking is, this is not just Wike. You have 5 other governors or 4 other governors with him, and the PDP needs everyone on board at this point. It's talking about the states they control. So, if the demands of that group, the G5 as they are called now, are not met in terms of Ayu, relinquishing his position, how do you think PDP can move past the crisis?
It takes 2 to tangle. If you have been following the crisis, you'll have seen that a lot of overtures has been made in the past, even up to present, to Wike. But you find out that the more overture is being made to him, the more boisterous.
But the demand has always been the same. Now Ayu has to leave.
Listen now.
Okay.
The more boisterous it becomes. I wish maybe you didn't watch. Was it on Saturday?
I did. I watched
Saturday or Friday.
Both media pallies. I did.
Do you understand?
But Ayu hasn't left. He has always said Ayu should leave.
Listen, what is good for the goose is also good for the ganders.
Yes.
What has Wike done in his own state? I've told you the same thing. Now, the BOT of PDP, led by Senator Adolf Wabara, said, okay, Oga Ayu, write your resignation letter. If Atiku wins the election, that very day, you will resign as the chairman. Okay, listen. Ayu have been elected as a chairman for how many years? 4 years. Will it be up to 4 years before election?
They want him to leave before elections.
Listen now. Supposing, the other one, will you now say you should come back and be the... No, it's never done. All right, this kind of a scenario happened in the past. The way forward is just, yes, Oga Ayu, please listen to my brother, Wabara, the BOT chairman. Write your letter or resignation that if His Excellency Atiku Abubakar wins the election come February 2023, that very day you will resign. All right? Then put it even on national dailies. Let it be shown on iBrandTV so that at least you will be happy. And everywhere.
That what?
So, all that letter.
Okay.
Come and show it on iBrandTV so that Oga Samson will be very happy.
What are you insinuating?
Then Wike should now retrace his steps, because where he's going, honestly speaking, I'm seeing danger for him.
All right, thank you so much. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll be talking about INEC's latest statements, especially concerning the forthcoming 2023 elections. We'll be right back.